back to a new episode of the Fox and the Sheep podcast. My name is Nina and I am coming to you from Sweden. I realized in the last episode, or after the last episode, that it was some time ago I probably introduced this podcast. So this is a knitting podcast mainly. I'm also talking about some spinning, embroidery, some sewing sometimes, and a bit of carving, wood carving. So yes, in this episode I have a lot to talk about. I think this will be quite a long episode. So I will start by saying welcome back to all old viewers and welcome to all new viewers. I hope you like this podcast. So yeah, I can start by telling you what I was up to since the last episode. So since the last episode I have done some yarn shopping in Stockholm because I was there with my mom a couple of weeks ago because she had to go there making a new passport, and she asked me if I want to come, so I said yes. And we always when I'm traveling with my mom, we are going to all the yarn shops there. So we found this really small but lovely yarn shop in the old town of Stockholm, really cute, and it was a gold mine for me and my mom. We was in there for like an hour or something, and it was really small, and I found lots of yarn there. I will show you. So first I found a sock yarn that is non-superwash and has no nylon. It's 100% wool, and it's 100% Portuguese wool. So it's a Portuguese brand, mondim, I suppose. So yeah, I was really excited to find this yarn because I really like sock yarn that is non-superwash and has no nylon in it. So yeah, I really like this color. And then I also bought 4 skeins of this. This is Brooklyn tweed loft, and it's really hard for us here in Europe to get our hands on this yarn because you can't usually buy it in many shops, but this shop had this yarn, and I just had to buy 4 skeins because I found it's so lovely. The colorway is called Storm Cloud, and I think it is really the perfect name for this yarn because yeah, it looks like a storm cloud really. It's blue and grey and brown, and yeah, beautiful. I don't know what to do with them yet. Maybe a shawl or something, or a vest or something like that. We'll see. I haven't found the perfect pattern yet for this yarn, but I think it will eventually. And then I bought 1 skein of Brooklyn tweed Perry because my parents were in Florida a year ago, and my mom bought 2 skeins of this yarn for me there, and I want to knit a shawl with it, but 2 skeins will not be enough, I think, for a big shawl, so I bought 1 more so I can knit a beautiful shawl. And this yarn is really squishy, and this is, let me see, 100% American merino wool, and it has 210 yards. I think that it is about 195 meters or something. And this one, I forgot to say what wool. It's American Targhee Columbia wool, and this yarn has 275 yards. That is 250 meters, so that's a lot for only 50 grams of yarn. So for these 4 skeins I have 1,000 meters, so with that we can do a lot of things. So yeah. And then I also found this really cute bag. I just had to buy it. I found it in my local yarn shop, and it's rubber sheep, and you can make it really small and put it in your pocket. So in your yarn shopping or food shopping, you can have it. Yeah, I usually have my yarn in it. Yes, that was all my yarn shopping. Let me see, I have some notes here that I don't forget what I want to say. Yes, we can go on to finished objects. Yeah, and we start with this one. This is the Helenium sweater by Amanda Scheutzger, is her name. And yeah, in the last episode I think I had knit up here and started with the sleeves. And yeah, now it's finished. And it was really fun to knit. I really love this pattern, and I love the sweater. The yarn is Lopi in 2 colors. And yes, and up here it's knitted in brioche. And yeah, it was really fun. Here on the sleeves I made an I-cord bind off with the red again, so it pops a little bit more. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this, and it's perfect for autumn right now, and it's really cozy, and yeah, I love it. I'm really happy. Yes, that is one finished object. And the next finished object is the Fjer cardigan. I finished it last week, I think, and this is a test knit for Fibertales, directly from Fibertales, and she released the pattern in her Ravelry store a few days ago. And it's a really great pattern. I really can recommend it. It's a really fast knit, it's simple to follow and super cute. It's a boxy and cropped cardigan, as you can see. And it has this really lovely caliber cable on the sides. See, it's actually a half caliber cable. So you sew the pieces together, and then it looks like you have a whole caliber cable. And here on the sleeves you have a half, and I think it's really lovely, this feathery detail, because yeah, the cardigan is called Fjer cardigan, and it's the word Fjer, but means feather in Danish. So I will link to her Ravelry store down below if you want to buy this pattern. I really can recommend it. It's really a really nice, fast, simple knit, and it's perfect. This cardigan is perfect for wearing a dress or a skirt, I think. Yes. Yes, let's go on to works in progress. Let's see where I have it here. Here I started to knit a hat for my little niece, because she wanted a hat with a pom-pom, and she chose this pink. I dyed it myself. It's my own base. It's the German merino wool, organic base, and I dyed it with cochineal. And I think it was the third dye bath or something to get a light pink. And this is knitted in brioche, and the pattern is in making number 2. We'll see if you can find a picture of it. That is, by the way, a really great magazine. really many great patterns and articles, and I can't find it. Here it is. This hat. Here. So it's brioche all the way up, almost, and yeah, with a pom-pom. And the pom-pom, let's see, I will make, where is it? Here. The pom-pom I will make with this yarn. This is a reflex yarn from Fjer. Yeah. And it has this reflex thread in it, so it, yeah, I think it's good for little girls, especially when it's getting darker, to have a little bit protection and in the pom-pom when she wears her hat. So I thought it was a great idea to use it, and I hope it will work as well. I haven't tried it yet, but yeah. So this is one finished work in progress, and the other one is a pair of socks. Let's see, I have made one already. That's just this, yeah. Just, it's no pattern, just invented something and used this. I don't know what this is called, but I really like it, so I just knitted something and yeah, started with the second one, almost done. So that was all of my knitting projects for this episode, but I have a new project I want to make, and it is the underwing mitts from Erika Häuser. I really wanted to make these mitts for a really long time, and now I think it's perfect time, autumn, and it's great to have mitts for this season, because it's still too warm for mittens, but mitts are perfect, I think. So I really want to make them, and I have the perfect yarn, and it's these two skeins. It's Latvian yarn, this really dark brown and this white, and then I will find a beautiful color for the wings of the moth. Yeah, and I thought, why not do a underwing mitts call? I think it would be really fun to do that for this autumn, and I thought maybe we could start, yeah, in a couple of days, maybe the 20th of October, and go 1 month to the middle of November. We can go, or the last of November or something, because I think it's a really quick knit. So yeah, and I already have thought of a price for this call. So let me see. I thought maybe I will make 2 or maybe 3 prizes for this knit along, and the first prize will be the shawl pin I made. That is carved from birchwood, and it's a barn owl feather, and you can have it as a shawl pin or for a vest or something. So I think that could be the first prize. And then I have 2 hand natural dyed skeins here. This is from that's the same base as this I used for the hat. It's German merino organic wool, and this one is pure Swedish yarn. This one is dyed with avocado, and this one is dyed with madder, and it was, I think, the 4th bath or something, so it's really light orange, and I think this, yeah, fits for autumn and the colors the feather has. So, yes, and I think it will maybe make 2 or 3 prizes, maybe first prize, second prize, third prize or something. So I will put in some information about this knit along in the Ravelry group. You can find on Ravelry as the Fox and the Sheep group, Ravelry group. And yeah, I hope you will join me to knit these lovely mitts and win some nice prizes. And talking about knit-alongs, last year I started a knit-along with my own pattern, the Moonlight Traveler mitts, and we have them. Let me see where I have them. Here is one I have made in brown and white, and here my mom's she made. And yes, the knit-along is still going on. I wanted to finish it in early summer, but there were some of you not finished yet, so I thought, why not continue during the autumn now and maybe finish it in December or something before Christmas. So if there are some new, you can just join the knit-along now and have enough time to knit a lovely pair of these mittens. And I will put in a 15% discount in my Ravelry shop for the mittens if you want to buy the pattern and start the knitting and join the knit-along. And the price for that is yarn I bought on Shetland when I was there, so I had it with me for quite some time. And these 2 skeins or balls from Jamieson's of Shetland Spindrift, and this one lost his tag, or it fell off, and now I can't find it because I had to have them with me all the time, and I've traveled and moved a lot, so but it's unused. This one looks not really good as well, but yeah, I hope you don't mind. That will be the price for the Moonlight Traveler knit-along, and you can find information about this knit-along also in the Ravelry group. I will put the name down here so you don't forget it. I did some embroidery as well since the last episode because I wanted to share some exciting news with you, and I thought I could make a little embroidery, and it's this one. So now I know what all of you are thinking. No, I'm not pregnant, actually. This is a symbol for a new career of mine, you can say, because I am going an education as a birth doula. So I thought I would make a little embroidery to tell you that and show you. And you can guess, if you don't know what a doula is, you can maybe guess what it is, what the connection is. So a birth doula is a person that is a birth companion. She assists a woman before, during and after childbirth, and she also provides support to the partner and the family. And a doula is trained to give practical and emotional support, so no medical support. That's the midwife's job. So a doula is no medical professional. She is only there for the woman's emotional well-being, and so she can give massage and calm and just be there for the woman and her partner during childbirth. And right now I'm going an education in Göteborg to be a doula, and after the education I have to assist or be at free childbirth, and then I will make a test, or write a test, and then I will hopefully get our certification, so I can really start to work as a doula, and that is really exciting. I really look forward to start this new career of mine. I was thinking about to start an education as a midwife, but I thought the education was so long. It is 5 years here in Sweden, and you have to study to be a nurse first for 3 years, and then it's 2 years midwife. And it wasn't really my thing with all the medical stuff. And then I heard about a doula, what a doula is doing, and I thought this is perfect, what I have in mind when I think about being with a woman during labor and childbirth. Yes, and I decided really quickly that I wanted to do it. I searched online for education to become a doula in Sweden. I found one in Göteborg, and I signed up right away. And yeah, it was really on short notice, but and then I was there 2 weeks ago, I think. No, it was last weekend actually, and it was really fun and so interesting. And we were I think 15 women there learning, and yeah, it was really exciting. And the next time we will meet is in 3 weeks, and yeah, and I'm really exciting. It's really exciting. I would just want to learn more, and yeah, I can't wait to start working as an actual doula. And yeah, it's such a beautiful job, I think. If you have any more questions, just ask in the comment section. I hopefully can answer your questions. Yeah. Yes, the last thing I want to show is my carvings I have done since the last episode, because I told you that I would carve a lot, and I think I showed you some things. But I have carved a lot, and I had my shop update already. It was last week, and unfortunately all the woolly ones I will show you now are already sold, but I want to show you anyway, because I think they're really lovely. And this time I only made owls, and I thought, why not do a Harry Potter themed or inspired shop update. So I carved a little Hedwig, and she has a letter with a seal on it, with an H for Hogwarts. Yes, and I think I started with Hedwig, and then I carved a little tiny owl, and I think Ron, he has a little tiny owl. I don't remember his name. It was really strange, Pigwidgeon or something like that. So that's inspired of his. And then this really big eagle owl. It's really heavy actually. Really big. So I really put a lot of detail in every nospin this time. As you can see, I really carved the feathers and on the back, and yeah. Then I did this one with a little chick beside a mom. Yeah. And some more. This one as well. Grey owl. You can see a lot of detail in the tail. Yeah. And I showed you the feather the last episode, and it's finished now, so looks like that. So yeah, it's really big. And I didn't paint it because I think it's just beautiful like it is. And I also made a little feather for a shawl pin, unpainted. It's carved in oak wood. Yeah. And there's one shawl pin left in the shop. If you are interested, it's this one, and it comes with, let's see, comes with a ring as well. Yeah, so one shawl pin is left in the shop for now, and anyways, yes. And soon I will start with a new shop update. It will take a month or so, but I think in mid of November I will hopefully have another shop update. I don't know yet with what animals. It's sometimes they're owls. I never decide before what I will do. I just take the wood pieces I have and look at them, and sometimes they're only owls like this time, and sometimes they're something else hiding in the wood. So we will see what it will be next time. That was everything for this episode. I really hope you liked this episode. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. That's why I'm sitting in my mom's greenhouse, so you can see the beautiful autumn outside, and it's such a beautiful light in here. So yes, I hope you liked this episode, and I hope we'll see you next time. You can find me on Ravelry as Nina93, and you can find the Ravelry group as TheFox&theSheep Ravelry group. And you can find me on Instagram as Fox and the Sheep. Yes, I see you next time. Bye!